Last summer, my highly anticipated backyard barbecue was ruined when my supposedly plush outdoor sofa collapsed, leaving guests awkwardly perched on hard plastic and flimsy cushions. Shopping for patio furniture is a nightmare of deceptive photos, sinking seats, and materials that fade in a week. You want an oasis, not a backache. I've spent months testing the most popular outdoor sofas so you don't have to suffer the same embarrassment. Stick around, because the #1 pick completely transformed my patio and will change the way you relax outside forever. 7. ABCASA 7 Pieces Patio Furniture Set. When I first unboxed this set, I was genuinely excited by the sheer volume of pieces included for the price point. You get a combination of corner chairs, armless chairs, and a coffee table, which initially felt like a steal for filling up a large patio space. Putting it together took up the better part of an afternoon, and while the instructions were relatively straightforward, aligning the screw holes on the resin wicker frames required a lot more muscle and patience than I bargained for. The modular design is definitely its strongest feature, allowing me to rearrange the layout depending on whether I was hosting a small gathering or just stretching out on my own. However, the PE rattan wicker, while advertised as all-weather, felt noticeably brittle during my testing. After just a few weeks of sitting in direct sunlight, the material began to show signs of stiffening. I constantly worried that a heavier guest might accidentally crack the weaving on the armrests, which completely detracted from the relaxing vibe I was going for. The seating experience itself is where this set really started to lose me. The cushions look plush in the marketing photos, but sitting on them tells a very different story. The foam compresses almost instantly under body weight, leaving you feeling the hard metal crossbars underneath after only about 20 minutes of lounging. Furthermore, the fabric covers, despite being zippered and washable, feel scratchy against bare skin and lack the premium water-repellent coating you really need to survive a sudden summer downpour. 6. Sophia and William Patio Furniture Set. 5-piece wicker patio conversation set. I had higher hopes for this configuration, mainly because the slightly thicker frame design gave off a much more substantial and modern aesthetic right out of the box. Assembling this unit was thankfully less of a headache than the previous set, with the pieces fitting together snugly. The deep seating profile immediately caught my eye, promising a lounging experience that I was eager to test during my weekend morning coffee routines. The set includes 2 corner chairs, an armless chair, an ottoman, and a coffee table, which gave me plenty of versatility on my medium-sized deck. The hand-woven resin wicker is definitely an upgrade in texture and appearance, offering a tighter weave that didn't flex dangerously when I leaned my weight against the side panels. It held up well to a few days of rain, beating water off the frame effortlessly. However, the overall footprint is quite bulky, making it a bit cumbersome to slide the pieces around once they are clipped together. While the frame felt solid, my testing revealed some glaring issues with the cushion design. The seat cushions are impressively thick at first glance, but the density of the foam is poorly calibrated. Instead of sinking into a supportive embrace, I felt like I was bouncing on top of a stiff mattress. The back cushions presented the opposite problem. They are underfilled and prone to sagging, meaning I had to constantly fluff them up just to get a modicum of lumbar support. It creates a mismatched, awkward sitting posture that had my lower back aching after a prolonged afternoon reading session. Another sticking point with the Sophia and William set is the fabric used for the cushion covers. It claims to be fade-resistant, but I noticed a slight dulling of the color after just a few weeks of exposure to the afternoon sun. 5. Aoxun Patio Furniture Set. 6-piece outdoor wicker sofa. Setting this up on my patio felt like a turning point in my testing journey. The framing is robust, utilizing a rust-proof steel structure wrapped in a beautifully textured PE rattan that genuinely mimics the look of natural wicker without the associated maintenance nightmare. From the moment I completed the assembly, the sofa felt grounded and secure, showing zero signs of wobbling, even when multiple people sat down at once. What I really appreciated during my time with the Aoxun set was its smart modularity combined with an L-shape optimization. The inclusion of a dedicated corner piece alongside the armless sections allowed me to create a seamless sectional that perfectly hugged the perimeter of my fire pit. The wicker itself proved to be impressively resilient. I accidentally dropped a heavy gardening tool against the side panel, and to my surprise, the rattan didn't snap or unravel. It just shrugged off the impact, proving its worth as a durable option for high-traffic backyards. The seating dynamics are a massive step up from our previous entries. Aoxun uses a much denser sponge for their seat cushions, striking a highly requested balance between initial softness and long-term support. When I spent a lazy Sunday napping on this sofa, the foam gently contoured to my body without bottoming out against the metal frame. The back cushions are also generously stuffed, providing an excellent recline angle that perfectly supports your shoulders and neck when you just want to lean back and watch the clouds go by. 4. Devoko Outdoor Couch. Right away, the aesthetic is clean, minimalist, and incredibly modern, making it a perfect fit for urban balconies or contemporary patio setups. Assembly was an absolute breeze compared to the traditional sectional sets, requiring minimal tools and wrapping up in under 40 minutes. The solid steel frame felt remarkably sturdy, giving me instant confidence that this couch was built to withstand the rigors of daily outdoor use. The standout feature that I spent hours playing with is the adjustable armrests. Unlike fixed sofas, the sides of the Devoko couch can be lowered to multiple angles, instantly transforming it from a traditional love seat into a comfortable daybed. I found this incredibly useful on weekends. I could sit up and enjoy breakfast with the armrests raised, and then seamlessly drop them flat to stretch out fully for an afternoon nap in the sun. It is a brilliant touch of versatility that maximizes the utility of a single piece of furniture. Comfort is where the Devoko really punches above its weight class. The cushion is essentially a single, unified mattress pad rather than segmented blocks, which completely eliminates that annoying feeling of sinking into the cracks between seats. The padding is thick, resilient, and surprisingly breathable. I spent an entire hot afternoon lounging on it, and the fabric remained cool to the touch and didn't stick to my skin. The 2 included throw pillows are also a nice bonus, providing perfect neck support when using the couch in its flat, bed-like configuration. Durability and maintenance were clearly top priorities for the designers of this couch. The metal frame is treated with a heavy-duty powder coating that easily shrugged off rainstorms and high humidity during my testing phase without a single spot of rust appearing. 3. POLYWOOD Lakeside Vineyard 74-inch wide outdoor patio sofa. When this sofa arrived, the first thing I noticed was the sheer weight and density of the materials. Unlike the wicker sets we've looked at, this is built from POLYWOOD's proprietary high-density polyethylene lumber. Putting it together felt less like assembling standard patio furniture and more like constructing a permanent architectural feature for my backyard. It is incredibly robust, anchoring itself firmly to the deck without any fear of being blown away in a storm. The aesthetic of the Vineyard sofa brings a classic, almost coastal charm to the outdoor space. The synthetic lumber perfectly mimics the beautiful grain of painted wood, but without any of the exhausting upkeep. During my testing, I left it fully exposed to torrential downpours, blistering UV rays, and sudden temperature drops. True to its reputation, the material didn't splinter, crack, rot, or peel. It is immensely satisfying to own a piece of furniture that you can essentially ignore when the weather turns bad, knowing it will look exactly the same the next day. The seating experience on the POLYWOOD is deeply luxurious, defined by its tailored high-performance cushions. The deep seating profile immediately invites you to sink in, but the marine-grade foam provides an incredible amount of pushback and support. You never feel like you are slouching. The pitch of the backrest is engineered perfectly, allowing for a relaxed posture that doesn't strain your lower back even after hours of conversation around the fire. It feels identical to sitting on a high-end indoor living room sofa, translated flawlessly for the outdoors. 2. Sojourn Outdoor Patio Collection. Unpacking the Sojourn felt like unboxing luxury. The design language is distinctly modern, featuring a beautiful rounded wicker profile that sets it apart from the sharp, boxy angles of standard patio sets. The aluminum frame is incredibly lightweight, yet remarkably strong, making it incredibly easy for me to move the sofa around my patio to find the perfect sun-drenched spot without breaking a sweat. The synthetic rattan weave on the Sojourn is a massive step above the competition. It features a rich, two-tone color palette that gives it incredible depth and a premium natural look. During my testing, the weave proved to be tightly bound and incredibly resilient. I closely inspected the edges and corners where lesser wicker tends to unravel and found the craftsmanship to be flawless. It handles the elements beautifully, shrugging off harsh sunlight and heavy rain while maintaining its vibrant color and structural integrity day after day. Comfort-wise, the Sojourn is a total dream. Modway has generously outfitted this sofa with incredibly thick plush cushions that practically swallow you in the best way possible. The seat depth is expansive, giving you plenty of room to tuck your legs up and completely relax. The back cushions are exceptionally tall, providing rare, full shoulder support that makes reading or sipping wine an absolute joy. It is the kind of sofa that genuinely encourages you to cancel your plans and spend your entire afternoon lounging outside. What truly elevates the Sojourn collection is the inclusion of Sunbrella fabric on the cushions. This material is the gold standard for outdoor furniture. 1. Scottsdale Outdoor Patio Sunbrella. Do you remember that embarrassing seating disaster I mentioned at the beginning of this video? The Scottsdale is the exact opposite of that experience. Unveiling this piece on my patio instantly upgraded the entire aesthetic of my home. It features a sleek, powder-coated aluminum frame, accented by gorgeous synthetic wood paneling on the armrests, creating a sophisticated, industrial chic vibe that demands attention from everyone who walks into the yard. The build quality of the Scottsdale is simply peerless. The aluminum frame is extraordinarily sturdy, offering a rock-solid foundation that never squeaks, shifts, or wobbles, regardless of how aggressively you flop down onto it. The incorporation of the synthetic wood accents is brilliant. It provides the warm, inviting look of teak, but completely eliminates the need for oiling or sanding. I subjected this sofa to the harshest environmental conditions I could find, from scorching afternoon heat to relentless rain, and the frame remained entirely unaffected, completely impervious to rust and degradation. But the true magic of the Scottsdale lies in its seating dynamics. It utilizes a state-of-the-art foam suspension system that delivers unparalleled ergonomic support. The seat cushions are massively thick, yet precisely calibrated to offer a firm, buoyant feel that prevents any sinking or sagging. The angled backrest is a masterpiece of design, perfectly contouring to the natural curve of your spine. I have literally fallen asleep on this sofa on multiple occasions, waking up completely refreshed without a single ache or pain. It is, without exaggeration, more comfortable than the expensive couch sitting in my living room. The crowning achievement of this sofa is its flawless integration of premium Sunbrella fabric. These cushions are practically indestructible when it comes to weather and spills.